Definitely when you start young, it's just like getting like the idea of basketball, not so much like focusing on like certain things. And then as you get older, it's like, okay, now you start focusing on like perfecting everything, your dribbling, your shot.
Things that we talk about is with the commitment, there was a lot of obstacles, things that you may have had to sacrifice, things that you may have said, time with your friends. How have you been able to juggle being a full-time athlete and still trying to be a kid as well?
Basketball is something that like I've loved for like a while. So like I've like always wanted to play it no matter like where, like what I was doing. I've never felt burnt out from it. And I feel like other people have, but like it's something that I've always like wanted to do no matter what.
If you could speak to the younger generation right now, you get whether, girls, boys out there, they're picking up a basketball, 6th grade, what would your advice be to them?
Definitely do it. I would say just work hard each and every day, and you never know what's going to happen. Like, as you can say, I didn't expect to score 1,000 points, and it happens.
Welcome in, everybody, to season 3 right here, the Fighting for Overtime podcast. I'm your host, Coach Tony. As always, make sure you're following us on all social formats. And man, what a guest we have to kick off season 3. I am so excited. Listen, you heard me. I've already previewed it. I've promoted for the first time in 38 years. William Tennent High School won the Freedom Division, the Suburban League One champions, okay? But along the course, they had 2 girls that score over 1,000 points for the first time in 34 years. I got one of them right here. Okay, the point guard, right? 5'11", bringing out like that AI entrance. 5'11", William Tennent star Avery Kocur. What's up, Avery?
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Thanks for joining me. I know this isn't easy for you, right? But you're going to be a pro. We already know it.
Mm-hmm.
But 1,000 points. Did you get, let's just recap, because going through this year, did you think you were ever going to hit this 1,000?
I would say going in freshman year, it wasn't really something I was thinking about. And then right after sophomore year, I was like, I know this is something I could do. And this year, I think I started with 912. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it done.
So you knew.
Mm-hmm.
You knew.
Yeah.
And I think that game, how many points you have that game where you hit the 1,000?
16.
16. So
yeah.
you had a pretty good game.
I needed 14 going in, but I didn't get it till the 4th quarter. So
that's all right.
Yeah.
That is such a huge accomplishment,
yeah.
right? And we got to give a shout out, right, to your good friend Haley Stahl.
Of course, yeah.
Right, so Haley was the second one,
and
hopefully, I don't know, maybe one day I could get her in this chair too, and she could talk about her journey, because just so like I said to you all fair, one of the biggest things is you go through a lot. Right, you go through a lot from a youngster to now, especially your 4 years of high school. You're playing AAU, right? You've already committed. We'll talk to that. Holy Family Tigers, which is pretty cool. You'll be local. I know. I'm sure your dad's happy about that. Maybe you're not, but I know he is, right? But this year, just going through this entire year, winning that Freedom League. I mean, was that something you kind of envisioned too? Looking at the team, saying, how many seniors were on that team?
3.
Okay, so you guys already knew that this was the goal in hand, right?
Yeah.
That's and again, I think one of those things is, what about like camaraderie, throughout. I mean, I'm sure you guys were really close knit, right? Was this team together or was it a lot of different revolving parts, or?
We are definitely a young team this year,
okay.
I would say, but like summer workouts, that was one thing that we said, like, we can definitely get the title for the Freedom League, and it happened, so it was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's such a great feat, man. And now you got a banner hanging, right? I mean, something to be proud of, right? But now you can go back on black and white nights and look at your banner, right? And you just have black and white night, right? Were you black or white?
Black.
And you just won, right?
Yes.
I love it. I love it, man. It's also, again, we're talking to Avery Kocur right here, William Tennent star, and committing to Holy Family University. We're throughout this podcast, we're going to go through your journey when you were a youngster all the way up. But why did you commit to Holy Family?
Just like the family oriented like atmosphere there. I love the coaching staff, and like all AAU, they came to like almost every single one of my games, and that like showed a lot to me. So
that's good. That they're interested, they're invested, right? Now you play AAU for
Royals.
For the Royals, and you've been playing. How long have you been playing AAU for?
It started in 7th grade.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Now it's funny. I get a lot of people get bad vibes at AAU, not because and just about the commitment. Well, how would you say, based on a commitment level, how you're able to juggle, like being, because AAU is not while you're in school, right?
No.
Okay, so
some of it starts, like, I would say, like, April, March.
Okay.
I think April is usually when it like starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is that like, and I'm going to sound so naive here, but because I've never been into basketball that way, is it league play or is it tournament play?
Tournament.
So you're
All
traveling
tournament.
all the
Yeah.
time. So that's another big commitment, right? It's
Definitely.
so I want to get like, so when we get later on, put in your mind with know how you juggle being a kid and being so committed, right? So let's go back to your journey when you first picked up a basketball, and I'm going to get a picture with my jigsaw ball over there before you go, because that's definitely going to happen. But when did you like? At what age did you start picking up that ball? Well, this is me.
First grade is when I like started to pick up a ball, and then I would say third grade is when I joined travel with Southampton, and I was not very good younger. Like when I was younger, like
That's
I definitely
okay.
wasn't. Yeah, and then I would say once it sixth grade is like definitely when I was like I definitely think basketball is my sport.
Okay.
And then I just started getting better each and every day, and yeah.
So third grade, you don't think you're that very good.
No.
Sixth grade, you're like, okay, I think I could do this.
Yeah.
Was it more of, dribbling aspect? Was it more of your shot? Or what more was?
Definitely, I feel like my dribbling was very good.
Okay.
Especially throughout middle school. Like we had like a bunch of competitions where I would like my numbers were like really outstanding. And as I got better and I was like, wow, I like really like the sport.
Because I've seen your shot's pretty smooth. I've seen it. So I'm not gonna lie, I like it, man. I like it. It's smooth, and it's funny. So you get the sixth grade. You say you started playing travel then in sixth grade?
No, third grade.
Third grade.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Third.
Yeah.
So how old are you with third grade? 10, 11, 12? What? I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Right. So third grade travel, like that's crazy. So what do you remember? Do you remember what it was like, or is it kind of like a fog right now?
Like, I guess I would say more of a fog. Like, I remember, like, the gist of it, but, like, not, like, exactly to where I could, like...
Because you're kind of still learning how to play at that age, right?
Definitely, yeah.
So then you get the sixth grade, and it obviously becomes a little more competitive, and that's when you're like, okay, I can hang with some of these girls?
Yeah.
Okay, then after sixth grade, you go... You're still AAU. When did you start playing AAU?
I started playing AAU, I think it was 4th or 5th, but Royals started in 7th.
Okay.
And that was like when the program started. And then I stuck with that from 7th grade to now.
So when did you start really perfecting your shot?
I would say 8th grade is when I was like, okay, I'm starting to get like really good. But I feel like my shot became like very, very well. I would say my sophomore and junior year of high school is when I was like, okay, now my shot is like really there.
So when you say that, it's like, I'm confident now somebody's going to kick out to me. I can pull up whatever it is. I'm there. Like, I can make the shot. And I think a lot to everybody listening out there, that's a big deal because it's not about being cocky. It's about being confident, right? Because, like when I was talking to other guests, it was like, you want to know that when your teammates are kicking you the ball, you want them to feel comfortable saying, I got this. Like, I can do this, right? So what goes into perfecting that shot? Like, can you, I know it's a lot, but like, how much work did you have to put in order to get to where you're at?
A lot. I mean, like, I like played in the street like every single day, perfecting my shot, just form shooting, doing the same stuff consistently just to get there.
Okay.
And yeah.
I'm sure you had private trainers. You did private training, maybe?
Yeah. I trained with my AAU coach a lot.
Okay.
And he did summer workouts, and it definitely helps like improvement.
So that literally full time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a full time gig, right? So from and I think that's what. So for people listening, and you have parents out there, they're just getting their kids started, and they're probably hearing third grade. Oh my god, like you really do travel third grade, sixth grade. Like what can you tell them what they would kind of face, like what they look forward to, basically.
Definitely when you start young, it's just like getting like the idea of basketball, not so much like focusing on like certain things. And then as you get older, it's like, okay, now you start focusing on like perfecting everything, your dribbling, your shot.
Yeah. And a lot of that is, I don't think you got your shot from your dad. So I'm not sure where you got your shot from. Okay. But looking at that, right. Shot now, you look at people like Steph Curry, right? You look at people like Caitlin Clark, and you look at all that Paige, like all these superstars right now. Do you ever look at yourself and emulate yourself based on like kind of like what they're doing?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like those are people that like obviously I look up to just because of how good they are. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, when I was growing up, your dad was growing up, we didn't have those type of shooters. We had players, right?
Hmm.
But this shooting, and I think a lot of people, what I've learned, and you tell me if I'm wrong, going to a lot of games, I'm like the old school guy. I'm always like, why are you not banging in the paint? Why are you not right? And I'm like, well, all these threes, everybody's shooting a three. Like you're giving up a layup to shoot a three. But
Hmm.
that kind of seems like that's the way it's going right
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Again, speaking of Avery Kocur right here, one of the 1,000 point girls from William Tennent High School. Now, a lot of the things that we talk about is with the commitment, there's a lot of obstacles, right? Things that you may have had to sacrifice, things that you may have said, time with your friends. How have you been able to juggle being a full-time athlete and still trying to be a kid as well?
Basketball is something that like I've loved for like a while. So like I've like always wanted to play it no matter like where like what I was doing. And like I've never like felt like burnout from it or like ever
I like that.
like and I feel like other people have, but like it's something that I've always like wanted to do no matter what.
They kind of say, and I know your parents will tell you this too. It's like if you have a job and you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work, right? So it's like same what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a job. It's what you love to do.
Mm-hmm.
And was it easier that you had some of those close friends that were playing, right? So it's almost like like my daughter would always be like, "Oh, we're going away for a tournament," but I'm like with my friends anyway. So it's right. So that I think that's great. It's great that you just said you were never burned out.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Right. And I know obviously you have a huge support system, right? You got your mom, your dad, your brother, you got your friends, right? Everybody. So what does that feel like? And I'm sure, they zing you here and there, but at least knowing that no matter what, they're always there. You look up at the crowd, everybody's always there.
Yeah. It's really awesome. I think my parents have probably never missed a game and it just shows a lot.
Yeah. It's a huge commitment, right? And it's like, you're committing and they're committing back to you.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, so did you ever like throughout, maybe a rivalry, maybe a specific team, or like you can never feel like you get over that hump and then you finally did at one point?
Not really. I would say like just like the like winning the division is like something because like the past 3 years we haven't done that. So like finally getting over that hump to like win it was like awesome.
So getting over that, so you do obviously all season training, right? So right now you're done actually basketball for Tennent. So now you look forward to AAU. Is that?
No.
Oh, wow.
So AAU stops in 11th grade.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So last year was my last year.
Yeah. So now you're kind of looking forward to college.
Yeah. So now I'm just hoping to get in the gym, start lifting, and
she said lifting.
Yeah.
I like. She's got to get some guns. Your dad better watch out, man. I like that. Now, what being local did that not only that the team was invested, but did that mean a lot knowing that like, obviously I know they would make it somehow, some way they would make your games, but now it's like you're being local. It's easier for everybody to be able to come see you play.
Definitely.
Yeah. I love their colors, by the way. Like I'm a big North Carolina blue guy, so your dad rocking a sweatshirt already. That's great. So when does that start? When's your training start?
I like don't exactly know. I feel like it's more like individually right now for me. So, but they usually do like a summer league in the summer, which I'll probably do. So yeah.
So just looking back, like is there anything maybe that you would change, or like is there something saying, you know what, I wish I would have done this differently, or if you had to do all over again, are you happy the way everything turned out?
I'm definitely happy with the way everything turned out because there's a lot of things that happened that I didn't expect that happened. So it's just awesome going through this journey.
So we ever feel like during that time maybe there was some kind of obstacle in your way that maybe you couldn't get through, and maybe you needed support from whether your parents or whoever friend is to get through that?
Not really.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, listen, the biggest thing is sometimes, when you work so hard, you go through this journey and you never have that situation, right?
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Now, what about, is there something that you wish you would have done? Maybe that you didn't get to do, not in a negative way, but like, man, I really wish I would have got to do this, but I ran out of time. Are you very comfortable with the way everything planned out?
I'm pretty comfortable with everything.
I'll tell you what, man, you're your dad's daughter. Yeah. I'll tell you that. Because you are very, you're
Yeah,
calm. Like,
yeah.
you say you were nervous.
Uh-huh.
This ain't nervous, man. You are. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You're calm, cool, and collected. Let's have a little fun, man. Like modern day, right now. Whether I don't care if it's male, female, doesn't matter. But who? If you had to turn on the TV, man, who are you looking to watch right now? Oh, I gotta put you on the spot.
I
It
don't
don't even have to
really
be an
like.
individual
I don't.
player. You could just say, is it a
I'd say
specific?
someone that I have looked up to. I really like the way Kyrie Irving plays.
I'll tell you what, to me, I've never seen a person. He has the best handle I've ever seen.
I know, and I think he can do a little bit of everything, and especially with his ball handling skills, I feel like it's always someone I've looked up to.
See, now I can see you're a baller because not many people talk about Kyrie.
I know.
And you're gonna know this but the one thing about Kyrie that I love and I've always said is I've never seen anybody else be able to cross over on a break. Exactly. Like he does it on the fly. He don't stop. Like, yeah, he is that Kyrie. Yeah. I was not expecting that from you.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I like that. I like that. Have you got in the whole Unrivaled league and everything now that it's starting to grow a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of it, I know there was a lot of negativity around like salary caps and this and that, but I think seeing it grow, it gives girls an opportunity to be like, I can do that too. Yeah. Right. I like that. I like that. So do you go back before Kyrie or you like, did your dad ever try to ram Jordan down? You're right. All right.
I mean, I think I like Jordan better than LeBron.
Yes, you are. Say, that's what I'm saying, right? No disrespect, but you can see who, like, no disrespect to LeBron, but I got Kobe before LeBron, so I just think, and again, there's no disrespect to LeBron, but I just think that I think guys are more talented than him. You know what I mean? What about Steph? That's like our modern day shooter.
Yeah, greatest shooter I think ever.
I agree.
But I feel like everyone says they look up to Steph Curry, so it's like
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. No, and I love how you say Kyrie because that's a totally different.
Yeah, I know.
Thing.
I don't hear a lot of people that say that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you ever think you would get into coaching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you think when your career's over, is there an age preference that you would have, or?
I think I would like to do high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I feel like any like coaching would be like awesome, like
because I love when it's great to see the kids come back.
Yeah, and even just coaching little kids and just like getting them skills wise and like
So if you could speak to the younger generation right now, you get whether girls, boys out there, they're picking up a basketball, 6th grade, we'll go 6th grade, and and they're like, I want to go out, I want to do this, I want to play this, what would your advice be to them?
Definitely do it. I would say just work hard each and every day, and you never know what's going to happen. Like, as you can say, I didn't expect to score 1,000 points and it happened. So
never expected to be happening.
Yeah.
That you have, I saw there was like articles that you have people reaching out to you after that 1,000 points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
I saw you were like in what was it, City of Basketball or something, right?
Yeah.
Now, were there people there at that game, like media there at that game?
Yeah, they were there. City of Basketball was there, and like even like my whole it was all day at school. Everyone was talking about it, like all my friends, and like there was a lot of people at that game. So it just like go to show how much people like care about our school and like.
It's great.
Yeah.
Right. It's a community. And what's pretty cool is you have people that aren't even that, like they may not have kids on the team, but they're actually they're there to support.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So you're definitely gonna miss it. Yeah. You missed it already?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's so. Did you and Haley kind of know were you like contesting against each other? Who was going to get it first as a friendly contest?
Yeah, she knew. Yeah, she knew I was going to get it first. But the one thing that we both said to each other is that we wanted to be each other's assists since we played since 3rd grade, and it did happen. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And it did happen that way.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I assisted her on a 3, and she assisted me on a 3. So it was awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Listen, you said you were nervous, but I'll tell you what, man, you're killing it right now. You've been. I mean, this is great. I mean, it's not. And again, I didn't plan for this to be an extremely long episode because listen, you're just getting started. You don't have this career job, but But I think the biggest thing that I wanted to get out of you is what you just said. 6th grade, is where you clicked, right? Where you're like, okay, but 3rd grade, you're like, I don't know if this is even going to work, right? And I'm sure did you ever have your dad didn't try to help you shoot, did he?
He came outside with me a bunch.
How's his shot? How's your dad's shot?
It's all right.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
I take him for a backboard kind of guy. Look, I'm just throwing it out there. I feel like he's a guy who wants the bank open 24/7. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So I just want to say, like, I really appreciate you coming on. Like I said, this is, coming here, opening up a little bit, and just talking about this whole season, I think was the most important thing. And you wanting to go back, number one, to coach. You giving people the insight of, you didn't think you were going to be able to do it, and then you did, right? That's a really, really important thing. So you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, I just want to thank you for coming on. And this is what I want to say is, when you get done Holy Family, right? Because I know you're going to break records of Holy Family. Just don't forget whose podcast you came on, okay? You're going to have to come back and back on again, all right? Is that a deal?
Yes.
All right, we're going to pound it right here. That's the deal. All right, again, this is Fighting for Overtime. Avery Kocur, William Tennent High School, 1,000 points, man. Look for her Holy Family Tigers in 2026. Fighting for Overtime is a Rise and React media production. If you're looking to start a podcast, if you're looking to get some direction, hit us up, let us know. We'll help you out there as well. Again, for everybody, enjoy your time, memories and moments, and keep fighting that fight. Continue to fight in overtime to make your kid have the best experience that they can have when it comes to playing youth sports.